Fire! 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 Hey, they back! Hey, they back! Hey, they back! Run, 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 run! God!
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. This right here is beast. Come from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Ooh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Come from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Ooh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Ooh, nah, 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 I'm a beast. I'm a beast from a different cloth, North Philly streets. Made me a different boss, nigga, ADB. Nah, 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 I got that heat, don't try, you gon' die. Cause I aim triggers, bang niggas and flame niggas. Hit your brain, nigga, rearrange, figure I'm insane, nigga. Why I reach for your neck?
Fire! 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 Hey, they back! Hey, they back! Hey, they back! Run, 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 run! God!
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. This right here is beast. Come from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Ooh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Come from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Ooh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Ooh, nah, 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 I'm a beast. I'm a beast from a different cloth, North Philly streets. Made me a different boss, nigga, ADB. Nah, 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 I got that heat, don't try, you gon' die. Cause I aim triggers, bang niggas and flame niggas. Hit your brain, nigga, rearrange, figure I'm insane, nigga. Why I reach for your neck?
Fire! 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 Hey, they back! Hey, they back! Hey, they back! Run, 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 run! God!
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. This right here is beast. Come from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Ooh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. Come from a different clothes, raised by the streets. Makes me a different boss, baby, I'm a beast. Ooh, nah, 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 I got the heat, I got the heat. Ooh, nah, 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 I'm a beast. I'm a beast from a different cloth, North Philly streets. Made me a different boss, nigga, ADB. Nah, 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 I got that heat, don't try, you gon' die. Cause I aim triggers, bang niggas and flame niggas. Hit your brain, nigga, rearrange, figure I'm insane, nigga. Why I reach for your neck?
Fire!
Welcome to the fucking kitchen. Your host. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm the host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah, no sleep. Promethazine, codeine, filling my cup, no stress. Patiently waiting to blow, believe in the process. Can't be a nigga with no check. Give me some money, get more next. Stay in condition when summertime come around. Drop a couple $100,000, the minds with both flex. Stay at these folks next, I'ma go for the Pope next. More money, more problems, more sex. On period like Kotex. Now I'm just living my vision. Started from the bottom, now nigga win it. Look how we did it. Yeah, more dedicated, more devoted. The niggas got 100 million ways to get it. I ain't been broke in a minute. Posting you stupid pigeon. Bitch, the Birdman, I be making them fly. On the slider on my way to the top. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm the host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Look, I'm flies.
The when fuckers say we hump too much, so they ran to other sectors and thought them dudes to trust. I don't know what they thought, them niggas want fuck just like us. I'm from where the people's inevitable, summertime's unforgettable, and cola got them buddy snacks in abundance, that's true. My word is everything, so everything I say I do, I did. talk about it, but you ain't live it. You from where they play cards and argue all day about who's the best side, the light, dark, or ours. Stupid. While you play spades, your bitches in the next room screaming out renegades. You fucking crazy. All these blatant ass. I'm from the dark side where other guys don't come too much, and girls from the sector wouldn't fuck us, say we hump too much. So they ran to other sectors and thought them dudes to trust. I don't know what they thought, them niggas want fuck just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable, summertime's unforgettable, and cola got them buddy snacks in abundance, that's true. My word is everything, so everything I say I do, I did. You talk about it, but you ain't live it. You from where they play cards and argue all day about who's the best side, the light, dark, or ours. Stupid. While you play spades, your bitches in the next room screaming out renegades. You fucking crazy. All these blatant.
Welcome to the fucking kitchen, nigga. I'm the chef. Serving you. Your host. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah, no sleep. Promethazine, codeine, filling my cup, no stress. Patiently waiting to blow, believe in the process. Can't be a nigga with no check. Give me some money, get more next. Stay in condition when summertime come around. Drop a couple $100,000, the minds with both flex. Stay at these folks next, I'ma go for the Pope next. More money, more problems, more sex. On period like Kotex. Now I'm just living my vision. Started from the bottom, now nigga win it. Look how we did it. Yeah, more dedicated, more devoted. The niggas got 100 million ways to get it. I ain't been broke in a minute. Posting you stupid pigeon. Bitch, the bird man, I be making a fly. On the slider on my way to the top. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm the host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Look, I'm flies.
Yo. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in the building. Thank y'all for being here and supporting the show. Good night, everyone. Hope everyone had a good and safe day. Thanks for being here tonight. Tonight, we have another episode of my series called Real Interviews. The purpose of this series is to talk to intriguing and polarizing figures across YouTube, focusing in and on everything that makes them the individual that they are. Chat rules. Everyone welcome. Light moderation. Relax in the chat. Overactivity and heavy trolling will get you timed out. 5 minutes timeout maximum. No blocking anyone, please. Please respect the guests, mods, and platform. Questions for guests can be dropped in the chat. Guests can choose to answer or bypass. Tonight's guests will be protected by New York Mickey, 050 The Movement, and of course, Renegade Squad. Please enjoy the show. Tonight I have a very special guest. He's been around a long time. He's first generation 050 and a part of the foundation. He also helped to create his own movement, the Renegade Squad, consisting of himself, Melly Mel, Queen Mofire, Knowledge Born, and Network Calico. Together, they have formed a formidable conglomerate that is always ready for war and trained to go. They've made the sector their content and aimed their weapons at anybody. I've had my squabbles with them, but it was all YouTube, trolling, and good old fun. Me and this guy have direct contact and a mutual respect for one another. I reached out to him for this interview a few days ago because of his significance and prominence in the sector, and I felt that it would be a perfect show the hosting Wax AP, China Brim, and Harlem Legend the last 2 or 3 weeks. I have a healthy admiration for this individual and his work ethic. He's one of my favorite people to watch and listen to. He always puts on a show and understands entertainment. First time I heard the 050 intros, interludes, and overlays, I was hooked, not knowing that this individual was the man behind the music. This dude is pretty much the soundtrack of the foundation in human form. He doesn't miss on a beat. Honestly, real talk, he got some of the best beats I ever heard in my life. I'm dead ass serious. The dude could rhyme his ass off too. If you know, you know. Last year when 050 went on a 3 to 4 month hiatus following El Compa's untimely demise, this dude, Network Calico, and Knowledge Born held it down. They held up the banner and brand and kept the name strong while China and Harlem was on leave. I always wanted to give them their flowers. Now here they are. Well done, fellas. On that note, please help me welcome to the stage Mr. Welcome to the Kitchen, Mr. Cut from a different cloth, raised in the streets, Mr. Keep It 100 over here, yo, because we don't fuck with no weirdos. Mr. You know what the fuck it is. Can I get a warm welcome for Renegade Squad, my guy, DGR.
Yo, I gotta say this, boy. You a hell of an intro maker, boy. God damn. I felt like I was getting a fucking Grammy or something, nigga. God damn. Okay. I like that.
Salute, my bro. What's up? How you,
shit,
man?
You know, same shit, different toilet, regular shit.
Copy. How was your day, man? Everything smooth?
Yeah, everything was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good so far. Make sure I make it back to have this interview done. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Right. I was running around and shit too. Had to rush back to the crib, but I got here in good time, got situated, and I'm ready to go, bro.
That's a fact. Let's talk about it.
Word. Let's get rolling. Yo, DGR, I seen you you did an interview. A lot of people probably didn't see it because we got a lot of new viewers, a lot of new people watching us and shit. But you did an interview with Velo early last year, like in the middle of the year and shit like that. Yeah,
correct.
So I'm just putting it out there, and you know, like you had an interview before, you had an interview with Velo and shit. But I was actually in the live chat. I was in the live chat that day, and
okay,
I thought your story was dope. So yeah, I'm really glad to have you here, bro.
That's a fact. Appreciate it.
Word. Yo, DGR, where you from, bro?
You mean what country, or you mean like what part of
the city? Where you from? Where you from in the city and shit?
Oh, I'm from Brooklyn, Crown Heights.
Copy. And what's your nationality? Where your parents from?
I'm Trinidadian and Venezuelan.
Oh, you Venezuelan?
My father from Trinidad, from Venezuela. Yeah, my father from Trinidad, my mother's from Venezuela. You know, they right next to each other. So
yeah. Copy. I'm in the Caribbean too. I tell people that come on the show and shit. You know what I mean? I'm from Belize. My parents from Belize. I'm first generation American, but my parents is from back home.
Oh, okay. Trees in Belize when they find me. Facts.
Yeah. You know the vibes. Hell yeah. Word. I love back home. And yo, DGR, how did you get that name, DGR? How did you formulate that? When did you put that together?
I put it together when I was like, I'm not sure exactly, probably like early 20s. You understand? I don't remember the exact age, but I put it together. The reason why is because my name is Dice Game. Well, my name is Dice. They used to call me Dice because I was rolling dice. I used to roll dice a lot and gamble and shit. So niggas used to call me Dice Game because if you know, if you from the city, a lot of shit go down in dice games. And I've seen a lot of shit and been through a lot of shit in dice games. So niggas used to always call me Dice Game. And I added the R. A lot of people think DGR stand for Dice Game Records. Nah, that stand for Dice Game Revenue. You understand what I'm saying? And the Dice Game Revenue means, you know, the money you generate from playing dice.
That's a whole fact. Word. And yo, how was it growing up for you, DGR? How was it growing up in Crown Heights and shit when, you know, as a young man?
Well, when I came up in the era of the D-Seps. So, you know what I'm saying? It used to be crazy, especially in Crown Heights. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a lot of motherfucking D-Seps out there. And it used to be crazy running around with D-Seps because growing up, it was like, how should I put it? It was like survival. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit was going down back then, so you had to be able to survive coming up. You understand what I'm saying? You had to be smart, and you also had to hold your own. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just about being tough; it was about being smart too. You had to think because a lot of shit was going down.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, I grew up in the Bronx around the same time, so you know the whole New York City was lit. You know, it was just mad shit going on. Word. So a lot of times you hear people say right now, yo, this world is crazy. This world is crazy. But this shit used to be crazier when I was growing up. This shit was even crazier. You there, DGR? I think you dropped. Yeah, yeah. And I got choppy for a second.
All right. I'm good now?
Yeah, you hear me? You hear me good?
I can hear you. You good?
All right, copy. And yo, DGR, what your parents did for a living? You from music, right? You from music. Like I think your father was a musician. Somebody was a musician in your family.
Yeah, my father was part of the Desperados. He was one of the head people on the council of Desperados. That's a steel pan orchestra. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My pops used to play steel pan. And my godfather name was Arrow. He was a calypso singer too. That's my godfather. He said he was a calypso.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Oh shit! So music lived in you. You were born into music.
Yeah.
Copy. And yo, DGR, how was like the reggae dancehall scene growing up in Crown Heights?
I mean, it was crazy because back then we had Biltmore Ballroom. You know what I'm saying? We had the Ark. It was a lot of, especially in Brooklyn, you had a lot of reggae spots going on out there. So especially, and on my block, it was a lot of dreads on my block because we had it was a lot of weed spots and shit. So a lot of dreads used to come through and all that shit. The street, like especially me living by Eastern Parkway and shit, you know, it was always lit, especially in the summertime. Once December, New Year's broke, it was over. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody was ready for summertime and for Labor Day and all that.
Yeah, nah, I know. Because like I came up in Crown Heights too. I used to live in Prospect Heights actually. So I lived there for about 5 years. I used to live in 516 Sterling Place between Classen and Washington. Okay. So you know, like the shit be lit. Like all summer, all spring and shit. Once the weather break, you know what I mean? The shit is a movie out here. Word. I live out here now. Like the studio is in Crown Heights and shit like that. Word.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely jumping out here. I mean, like I said, I'm from the Bronx, but Brooklyn is my second home. I love Brooklyn and shit like that. You'll catch me in Brooklyn and shit. Word. But yo, let me ask you, DGR, how would you describe yourself, right? Because a lot of times, I mean, most of us, 90% of us, outside of the ones that know you behind the scenes that have met you in the flesh, like we just see you on YouTube. But how would you describe yourself, your temperament? Like, who is DGR? How is DGR in the flesh?
My temperament, I would say, I mean, I'm a chill dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it to you like this. There's a lot of people, I don't really need to say names, but that have met me in real life. You know what I'm saying? Off of the app, have been around me, spent time with me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them were surprised when not the ones who already knew me. I'm talking about ones who met me, like we met on the app and they already, you know what I'm saying? They were surprised because they thought I'd be somebody different when I met them than I am in real life. And they'd be like, yo, the niggas the same way in real life. What pisses me off on here, it may not exactly piss me off in real, let me not say piss me off, but what you would see me really, really stand for and stand against on here, I stand for and stand against it in real life. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not a bully. I don't fuck with people. You never see me run around. I'm just a cool nigga. But if you violate, I'm gonna violate you back. It's just that simple.
Nah, absolutely. And yo, and how you spend your days, DGR? Like from wake up to you put it down at night? What is that filled with? What is your day filled with?
My day is filled with mostly like a lot of DMs from artists. Me going to the studio, sitting down for hours, you know, thinking about making beats. People send me remixes and be like, "Yo, can you remix my song and do this?" So it's mostly besides if it ain't that, it's mostly spending time with my daughter and shit. But most of the time, if she don't come down and chill with me like at the studio or whatever, it's mostly that's really about it. I'm not a block nigga no more. I don't really be standing on a corner and be like, yo, you ain't gonna catch me out there. I'm doing other things. I'm not standing on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm doing shit to get
nah,
money.
that's right. That's right. That's right. Yo, DGR. So like Crown Heights, right, was always known as a place that had like gang, street crews, posses. There was always different like little subsets in Crown Heights. Were you ever a part of that coming up? Did you ever tap into any of that type of life?
Yeah, I used to be around the DCEPs. And the crazy part is my family was DCEPs and Autobots. Because on Washington,
Oh,
where
that's
you just named over there, all that was Autobots.
right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right, right.
saying? Back in the day, that was Autobots. You understand what I'm saying? And I used to be over there, but I used to be over there. My cousins, they were DCEPs. So I had both sides of my family. So I was around, you know what I'm saying, really both of them, but I ran mostly with the DCEPs and shit. But you know what I'm saying? I was around both.
Yo, that's fire though. That's fire. Because my next question, yo, you already answered, but it's dope how it ties together. Because I was gonna ask you, what influence did the low lives, Decepticons, and Autobots have in Crown Heights growing up?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The low lives was the fly niggas. The low lives was the niggas who had the polo and all that other shit. And a lot of
Right, right,
people say the low lives and the decep didn't get along. I can't really say that. I'm not gonna be intertwined in the middle of that because the ones like my older cousins, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas used to fuck with the low lives and all that, and them niggas was deceps, and them niggas fucked with low lives hard body. So the low lives always was the niggas who I used to, cause some of my cousins used to go boosting with niggas that was low live. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a lot of niggas don't know this, but salute to my nigga Chase, not you, my nigga Chase. He's an OG nigga from the hood, from your hood. You probably know he have tattoos on his face. He have his face full of tattoos and shit. Him, my cousin Joe and shit used to boost with the nigga Biggie and all them. You know what I'm saying? So Biggie used to boost before. Yeah, Biggie boosted before back in the days, but Biggie used to boost with niggas and all that. Because Biggie was right there from King James and all that. If you from Washington, you know that's right down the hill. We call it up the hill.
That's
right. Yeah. So the low lives, they played a part in me as far as matter of fact, now that you brought that up, see, I got Polo right now. They play a part in me watching them as Brooklyn niggas coming up being fly. Everybody used to be like, yo, the Harlem niggas, the Brooklyn niggas, the dirty niggas, the Harlem niggas is fly. Nah, you know what I'm saying? They was like the fly niggas to it.
Copy. And yo, DJ, I wanted to ask you, right? Because I never hear you jump out the window and say, yo, I'm this, I'm that. But I do hear you use certain rhetoric in the window that like references like gang culture. Are you tied to that now? Are you a part of that now? Are you like, well, I mean, I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, as far as I'm gonna be honest with you, right now, I wouldn't say necessarily. That's why you don't never really see me jump out the window and be like, yo, I'm this, because I'm a little older now. Like, but yeah, I was definitely with the red team. You understand what I'm saying? I'm always be part of the red team. Let's just put it like that. I'm always gonna be part of the red team.
Nah, absolutely. And yo, how do you feel, DGR? How do you feel about all this gang content coverage and education on YouTube? All this gang shit on YouTube. How do you feel about that? Or do you have an opinion on it or you don't?
I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot of hold on. You like my black?
Yeah, do you think, bro? Salute to the chat. This shit moving, man. Yo, salute to everybody, man. Thanks for supporting the show.
Hit the like button. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest without saying too much. I'll just say like I have a lot of younger dudes ever since they've been starting to do these sweeps in the neighborhood, sweeping up all the young dudes and all that shit. I got a lot of young dudes that's behind the wall and you know what I'm saying, in the mediums and all that. And I've talked to certain niggas behind the scenes and told them like, yo, just be careful because a lot of the young dudes is watching and the impression y'all make to them, you don't want to make them look like they following a bunch of a bunch of flunkies and drug addicts and all that, they first generation look like that. You should always make your first generation look important because you got younger dudes under you following you, and regardless of what they watching. You understand what I'm saying? So
Nah.
I feel like some of the stuff should stay off the internet, but if they feel like it needs to be talked about, then I mean, they first generation, they should talk about it. Me personally, I think some of it should ease back a little because you got to remember the younger versions of y'all is watching y'all. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, absolutely. Like DGR, I agree with you. But I also I appreciate it too because a lot of these stories would have died with the people that were there firsthand had there not been a platform where they can share their life experiences too, man. Because remember, like before, whenever you got locked up or you did jail, it was always a bad thing. It was always like people looked at you like, you know, you were kind of like below or had a strike on you or you didn't have the same opportunities afforded to you as somebody that didn't have a record. I'm glad I'm happy for these platforms, bro. And I'm enjoying these stories. If you notice, I'm interviewing people, bro. Like I'm tapping in. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoy the stories. Let me say this. I enjoy this, but it's certain things. Like it's good to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, the history's already out there. So paint a picture of the organization in a certain light. I get that. But a lot of some of the bad lights that's being painted, you know what I'm saying? I think a little bit of that should ease back and be done more behind the scenes versus on the scenes. On the scenes, it should be talked about more the good things. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody thinks that with it ain't no good. It depends on who you are for you to be able to see the good in it. You understand what I'm saying? And it don't necessarily say, you know, everybody got to run around like we priests and nuns and shit. No, but the intermingling, the inner beefing and all that, we all know what already happens. But for a lot of the first generation, I just think just a little bit fall back from it as much on the internet. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, right. I guess it's like, you know, content. That's all people up here think. Because it's crazy how, like, I noticed, like, you could be like the ultimate dude out there in the streets and then come up here and just because you don't know how to bang and hold yourself up over here, people try to fade you on the internet. Even though you're a legend in the streets, I'll be like, God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Niggas live their whole life, never took an L. They come to the internet, start taking losses. I'll be like, oh shit, that shit is mind-boggling, bro. Word. But yo, let me ask you, DGR, because you're from a pretty wholesome family. You had both of your parents. They were there. Y'all was a unit. What made you gravitate to street life? What made you kind of go in that direction?
I would say, if I'm being honest, I would say more because my family had more young than old at the time when I came up. What I mean by that is it was, you know what I mean? It was a lot of the younger ones. So us taking care of each other, you know, our parents worked a lot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My aunt, my father, my mom, all of them, they worked and all that. So being around my cousins and all of them, they was in the streets too. But with me, I would say me wanting to be in the streets, honestly, is when I took my first loss. In other words, when I got the shit beat out of me in the street,
right,
coming up, I vowed to myself that that'll never happen again, and that's what made me go harder. You understand what I'm saying? I can't say if that ever happened. I might not have went as hard. People may not understand it, but that's up to them. But I'm just being honest and telling you, once that happened, that made me vow that ain't gonna happen no more. You understand what I'm saying? So
absolutely. Nah, I get it. I got it. A lot of people like to celebrate their wins and talk about everything that, you know, they've been through, but paint it in a light that puts them in a better light. Have you ever been through some shit, like been stabbed or shot or sliced, DJs, anything like that has happened to you in the streets?
Yeah, I have. I've been jumped. I've been hospitalized. I've got cut. You know what I'm saying? I never got actually shot. I got grazed though. Like it went right through my, you know what I'm saying? Right through my arm. I never had like no internal, you know what I'm saying? But I went through shit. You understand what I'm saying? I've got knocked out. I've got fucking all type of shit happened to me. That's why when niggas run around and they act like they never took no loss, they never won. You can't, because or either that, or you just happened by the grace of God, you ain't running to that right nigga. Cause everybody who been in the street, we done took losses before. We done been, not everybody been beat up before, but nigga, I done lost fights. I done did all that. Anything that's the worst end of the spectrum that could come out of the street shit, a lot of that shit done happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm laughing in agreement because I know, trust me, bro. Everything under the sun, unfortunate and bad that can happen to you in a lifetime has happened, bro. But we, still we rise, bro. We still here and shit.
Right.
Nah, that's a fact. And yo, let me ask you, DGR, is jail prison a part of your story, or you was able to avoid that?
Nah, that was part of my story. I never really tell it. I never get on here and tell it. But yeah, I've been to prison. I've been to Rikers Island. I've been up north. All that.
Yeah. And what was your, if you don't mind sharing with us, what was your longest stretch that you gave them people?
My longest stretch was 5. Then I came home and I did time in North Carolina. I did time in Virginia, and I did time in Georgia.
Oh shit!
After the 5, I'm separate from the 5. Those times I did a year. Then I did like 3 months. Then I had to wait for extradition, and then I did another maybe 8 months. So all them states all together, I say I did maybe 2 years max, separated in those states. But in New York, I did 5.
Copy. God bless you. And did you know, DGR, at the end of your last bid, did you know upon your release that you was changing, you wasn't going back? Because a lot of times, because I've been behind the wall too, and we all swear when we're about to go, when we're about to leave, that's a place that we're not going to return. But some people don't dispute the thought that they could return. Some people will tell you, I might be back. Depending on what's going on outside. But did you know you wasn't turning around again?
My last time, I would say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would say I put that in my mind, but I knew that depending on how life went, once I stepped out that gate, would depend. What I had to do to survive would depend, but I tried my best not to. I ain't been in trouble in maybe 12 years. I ain't been locked up.
Oh, that's dope. God bless, bro. That's dope. Word. That's a considerable amount of time, 12 years. You know what I mean? Especially considering some of the lifestyles that some of us has lived, there's no telling, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta thank God for every minute, every day, every second. Word.
Facts.
So when you went to prison, DGR, you was already gang affiliated, or all that shit happened in there?
You mean my first time, or you talking about the last time?
When you started bidding. When you started bidding, you was already G'd up. You was already.
When I started going to Rikers Island and all that, no, I wasn't. And being in the streets is when in between the times me going in and out to Rikers Island, doing bullets, doing a couple months and all that shit. Me being what the times I was on the streets is when I, you know what I'm saying, started playing with the red team. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you. Copy. And what was during your whole body of experience in jail, prison? What was the worst thing you witnessed with your 2 eyes? What's the worst thing you seen?
The worst thing I seen was, let me think. I seen a lot of shit, especially adolescents. I'd say the worst thing I seen was the police hog tie a nigga and then beat the shit out of him in front of niggas. That's the worst thing I ever seen, in the hallway. With because on Rikers Island, in the dorms, you got the A gate and the B gate. From the, they fucking a nigga up in the hallway between the A and the B gate. You know what I'm talking about, by the bubble between the gates. And beating living dog shit, blood everywhere and all that. I never seen somebody beat like that, not being able to fight back. So that's one of the worst shit I've seen as far as seeing. But inmate on inmate violence, the worst thing I seen was back in the day, I seen a nigga get 190 thrown in his face. And the nigga grabbed his face and, you know what I'm saying, start peeling him. As far as inmate and
damn. Yo, let me ask you, DJ, we're gonna pivot a little bit, right? So now we're gonna bring it a little closer to now to YouTube and shit like that. And I wanted to ask you, yo, who brought you to YouTube? Like, when did you discover this space? When did you say, like, all right, yo, I'm gonna become a content creator. I'm gonna do YouTube.
Well, it depends on which time, because I was on YouTube from like, let me see, I came home. So I would say I was on YouTube from like 2012, the end of like the middle of 2012 and shit. And from like 2013 to like 2016, what really made me come on this shit was this nigga named Tommy Sotomayor.
I know, yeah, I know Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah. I know him from the Kwame Brown sector. So,
right.
So before I became a content creator, I was kind of split down the middle in the sense that I didn't know. I knew I wanted to create content, but I didn't know if I wanted to come into this sector or I wanted to come into that sector. I wasn't sure. But I remember because they had banned that nigga from YouTube. That nigga can't even make a page. That nigga make a page, they tear that shit down right away.
But yeah, he's the one who I started going at him crazy. Him and Hassan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Word. My name, you know what I'm saying? My name was Art of War back then. I used to go with them niggas crazy. It still got shows in archives, you know what I'm saying? With me going at Tommy and all that, nigga. So
I might know that Art of War name, DGR. That was you?
Yeah, facts.
So you still got
I used to wear my Trinity flag. I used to wear my Trinity flag over my face. Nobody never saw my face. Back then, nobody never knew what I looked like or nothing. I used to have the Trinity flag over my face all the time.
Yo, that's an interesting revelation, bro. That's like, nah, that's not interesting for real.
So when I used to do that, I used to go at them niggas. Then I caught a violation, a parole violation. And when I caught the parole violation, I had got extradited and I had came back and I had to fight the. Long story short, I wound up beating a parole violation. Then when I came back home, I used to watch. And I came into 050 because when China and them first started, like they first couple shows, I used to be watching. I used to be like, yo, these niggas is crazy as shit because they used to be going in on niggas. This one it never used to be none of that. It was just, you know what I'm saying, a couple people, like how your numbers moving, like, you know what I mean? Niggas was coming up. So, you know what I'm saying? Once I seen them and shit, Platinum, to be honest with you, Platinum is the one who used to be like, yo, grab DGR, let's get DGR, pull DGR in and shit. And then after that, me and Harlem interviewed China. I don't know if anybody ever seen that, but that shit is still on the channel. Me and Harlem did an interview. We interviewed China about the Jim Jones paperwork shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's on China's channel?
Yeah, it's on 050 channel. This was like maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It was about 2 years ago, 2 and some change. Me and Harlem interviewed China about the Jim Jones paperwork shit. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? We used to just keep moving. We used to do the morning shows. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. King Sebastian. We keep it moving. And then we was like, yo, fuck that. We need an intro. Yo, D, you a producer? And then that's when we started. That's when I gave him the first intro, which isn't even this one. It was the intro before that. Then we wanted to change it. And I was like, yo. So I sent China and them the beat. They was like, yo, we want this beat for the intro. And it was history from there.
Copy. And yo, DGR, let me ask you, who are some of the people that you knew prior to YouTube? That all right, so you see up here now, but you know them from the streets. Like, you know, like, is there anybody up here that you knew before, like, crossing paths with them on this YouTube shit?
Well, outside of my family network, Calico, El Compa. Let me think. On that actually has a channel.
Right.
Let me think. It's two other people, but they don't even be over here. They be way in another sector, so y'all wouldn't know who they are. But I'll say as far as this sector, if anybody who don't get mad at me if I forgot you, but I would say Compa and Calico.
Copy. Yo, I was as I was prepping for this show, right? I went inside the archives and I seen you, bro. Like you went to do a show. And I think you played Compa's intro before the show. And yo, it was hard for you, bro. It was very difficult for you to carry on with that show. Like I heard some real emotion in that show.
Yeah, cause that was my nigga. I fucked with Compa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked with Compa, you know what I mean? Like, that was my nigga. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was my nigga.
Yeah, I know you went to the funeral and paid your respects, right, DJ?
Facts.
Difficult day, right?
Me and Nari. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it wasn't about YouTube for me, going live and be like, oh, I'm on YouTube. But nah, fuck all that. This wasn't about YouTube for me, bro.
Nah, definitely. China always says DGR. China always says once 050, always 050. Do you carry it and treat it the same way?
Yeah. I would say you always. I'll put it to you like this: a lot of people, when China says that, what he means is a lot of people didn't really have no channels, none of that. Like they never did nothing on YouTube before that. And let's say they became 050 and then shit went down or whatever, and they went their separate ways. What that means is basically like, nigga, remember your foundation, where you came from. That's all that's saying. Like you came from 050. I know I would still, even though I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some people don't like when I say this, but I hold that down with 050 that I came from 050, even though I already had hundreds of thousands of. I done did a lot of shit before I came to 050, but as far as this sector goes and me having a channel in this sector being everything from over here, yeah, I would say that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I came from 050. As far as this sector goes, and as far as people know me, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I came from 050.
Nah, absolutely. And yo, you got that video that you got, right? That shit is almost at 1 million. Am I mistaken? Or is that video almost at 1 million views? You have a
Kelly shit?
Yeah.
Yo,
I thought that shit was a glitch. Yo, when I seen that shit, I said, oh shit, this shit is almost at 1 million views.
Now I got a gold thumb and all that. I done showed it before. I done showed niggas, they'll tell you, yeah, like back then I got you know what I'm saying? This wasn't no bots and none of that. Like I said, before my channel, I used to do content. If you look at all the videos I uploaded,
I know, DJ,
yeah, from 6 years ago down, I was doing uploads with content and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Nah, that's a fact.
I lost a lot of subscribers within that time that I didn't go live, like those, like maybe what was that, like I don't know, like a year, 2, 3 years or whatever, 4 years. I didn't go live within that time. I lost mad subscribers and shit. But I used to do uploads and shit like that. I never used to just wreck niggas like I do now on this channel. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, DJ, how have you been able to maintain your own identity, or even being like from 050? Because there's a lot of people 050, and there's a lot of strong names with big people with high profiles and all that. But you've been able to like carve out your own pathway, like really create your own identity. How you been able to do that, bro?
I would say because even when I was on 050, what a lot of people don't remember, they used to call me the Great Debater. I never came up there and I was always different. That's why they used to call me the Great Debater, because if you said something I didn't agree with, whether it was China, Harlem, whoever, nigga, the niggas will pull me up and I'll start going at you. Nigga, you bugging. That ain't facts. X, Y, and Z. I would debate you down. So I always had my own personality anyway. Like I was, you know what I'm saying? I never agreed with what was going on just because it was said. That's why renegades, like I said, I always been a renegade, because I never just went along with something just because they said it. If I ain't agree with it, I'm gonna make my voice known. Nah, y'all niggas is bugging. I don't agree with that shit, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And China and Harlem used to always be like, yo, you need to start going live more often and shit. Yo, start going live. So then I started going live.
Copy. And when did y'all make that name official for the group, for the piece that you was putting together, the Renegade Squad? Because I'm not sure, DGR, when I got here, y'all was going by that yet. I'm not sure. I got here over a year ago.
I would say, I gotta think. I would say it was about a year. See, the thing is, me and Calico was always renegades. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But me and Calico used to tear shit up on Instagram. Like Calico told you, if he, you know, he another nigga you need to interview too. He'll tell you that. He said it before. We used to be over there wrecking niggas and shit. So, but as far as me, you know, Instagram, facts. We used to wreck niggas on Instagram. So me and Calico. So real shit. So as far as the 5 people and we just making it 5 and it's never been no 6, no 7, I would say that would have been, I'd say about 8 months to a year, I would say. I'm not 100% sure. As far as the 5, so saying, yo, this is gonna be it. We the Renegade. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And like, are the books closed on the Renegade Squad? Like, let's say if somebody was interested in joining the Renegade Squad, like, what would be the indoctrination process? Would they be able to do that?
I don't think you could be Renegade Squad. You could be a renegade. Here's what I'm trying to say. It's people who be like, yo, they renegades that fuck with us because they don't go with the no, like whatever they don't like, they gonna be like, fuck that, I don't like it. So we be like, yo, such and such, you a renegade. But to actually be part of the 5 renegade squads, I don't know about that because I'm not the only person to answer that question. Because like I said, I give everybody in the renegade squad respect. So I can't be the only one to answer that question. Everybody will have to be like, yeah, the books is open, or this person could be renegade. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't answer that.
There's a brain trust like that. There's a conversation to be had. Like you just don't check people off and you bring them to the front ranks and shit like that. Got you. Yo, DGR, a lot of people, right? A lot of people when they watch you, they feel that a lot of times that you're triggered or in a high state of agitation, right? But to me, when I look at it, you're having fun to me, bro. Like, you want to tell the people a little bit about that? Because I know, like, to me, I'm like, yo, DGR not even mad. Like, DGR playing around. Like, DGR having fun up here.
I mean, it's people who know. Like, it's people. I'll tell you this much. It's people who's been around me and watched me on YouTube and have been amazed. Like, yo, my nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Like, this shit is crazy. How you turn the camera off and look at me and be dying laughing. You get right back on it and be like, motherfucker. And he was like, if I didn't know no better, I'd be like, this nigga dead serious. You see what I'm saying? But it's just, I don't know. I know how to, but let's not get it twisted. Let's not think that every time I'm mad, I just be bullshitting. Sometimes I'm really mad, but it's hard. If you don't know me, you can't really tell the difference of when I'm really mad and when I'm just bullshitting. If you don't know me, but if you know me, you be like, oh, that nigga, he ain't really mad right. You know what I'm saying? But to the average person, they can't really tell the difference. So I understand it.
Yeah, but not for nothing. That's a talent. That's a skill in itself. Honestly, that you're able to, like, you know, entertain at that level, and people think that you're triggered or something is amiss or wrong, and you chill it. Like, as soon as you end the live, you go get something to drink, you chill, you do regular shit. Niggas act like you banging a table somewhere or punching through a wall or something.
Yeah, like, it's happened before. Like, when I used to be on the 050, China hit me like, yo, son, chill, you all right? Da-da-da-da-da. And when I pick up the phone, I'm laughing. He like, yo, the fuck, yo, son? You ain't really, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? This is my shit. This is what I do. He'd be like, oh, shit, yeah, you right. But, nigga, you had me going and shit. So, you know, it is what it is.
I understand, too. Yo, when I used to do the YouTubers going wild and shit, and I used to be wild, niggas would be like, yo, niggas didn't really know me at the time, but niggas was hitting me up like, yo, you okay, yo? You like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, man. That shit just funny shit. Like,
now, used to have me going. I used to be like, this nigga right here talking crazy, nigga. Nigga used to have me going. You be yelling at me like, ah! You'd be like, oh, this nigga, okay.
Man, yo,
oh, this nigga want to
play. I with that shit. You know what it was like? So when I came in the game, DGR, I wasn't sure I knew I wanted to get to this, but you can't get to this without an audience, right?
Facts.
But I wanted to really lead with this because I wanted to get on my journalism shit from the rip. But you have to.
Niggas in the talk to you. Yeah.
Nobody was going to listen to me. Who the fuck? Nobody knows you. So you have to build your audience. So I figured, let me lead with the YouTubers going wild, build my audience, and then I'll pivot and get into the shit that I really want to get into. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Word.
That's a fact.
Yo, DGR, so I want to ask you some questions about some of the people around here, some of the engagements I've seen you have, some of the back and forth. So I've been here for probably 14 months now, and I've seen a lot of shit, right? So you and McNean, y'all been around, y'all shared this space for a long time. Did y'all ever get along? Were y'all ever civil? Did y'all ever support each other before?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and McNean never really had. I knew who he was because he used to come up on 050 and do the Hassan Campbell thing and all that. So I knew who he was. But me and him, I never really went in his chat. He never really came in my chat. So me and him never really had anything. Like we didn't really be around each other enough to either like or not like each other. You get where I'm coming from? Like we never.
But then, what happened then? Like, what happened? I mean, because y'all go from.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, please.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. I glitched out for a second. Go ahead. Say something.
No, I'm done. So it seemed like y'all went from not fucking each other and like passive friendship. Well, not friendship, but like y'all was civil when y'all was in the same place, in the same chats, whatever. There was never no beef, nobody shooting, nobody doing nothing. When did that change? When did all that change?
It changed because as far as like, okay, certain people, all right, I'm gonna put it to you like this. When you carry a name, like how Calico carries, well, Calico don't, none of the Renegades carry Renegade Squad behind their name. Like it ain't Queen Mo Fire Renegade. It ain't Renegade Calico, Renegade Melly. But his team, they put their shit behind their name. You understand what I'm saying? So
TSTV shit?
Right, the TSTV. So once one of my sisters came to me, I forgot which one it was, but long story short, and was like, yo, they ever, you know what I'm saying, this person been violating me, X, Y, and Z. I was like, yo, whoever that person is from that brand, let me talk to their boss. Not their boss in that way, but whoever's the head of that brand, like whoever's brand that is, let me speak to them and be like, yo, you know, your people's going at my people's, like, what's up with that? She don't, you know, they ain't fucking with y'all or whatever.
Right.
Long story short, I believe like him and Knowledge had got into something. Knowledge was already Renegade. So him and Knowledge got into something, and it had something to do with Knowledge's kid, putting his kids up on the internet. And off rip, anybody who already, especially if it's somebody I fuck with, if you play with kids, period, and I've been saying this, if you play with kids and people like that, I don't fuck with you. I don't like none of that. Especially if you doing it to somebody who's close to me, somebody who, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with, then me and you gonna have an issue. So it was never really me and Mac mean. It was just like, yo, the Renegades, that nigga going, you know what I'm saying, going at somebody from the Renegades, then he, you know, started being all of us, and all of us just went back at him. You understand what I'm saying? So it was mostly like
this is recent stuff in terms of you and Mac. I mean, because him and Knowledge been having it going on for about like 2-3 years. But as far as you getting involved and shit like that, that's recent.
I would say I would say it's been like about a couple months, almost a year, because I would say once. Right, yeah. It wasn't as long as from the first day him and Knowledge started beefing, but once Knowledge became Renegades and you know we started fucking with each other, then yeah, I would say that. I would agree with that.
Copy. Is there? Let me ask you, DGR, while I'm here, because it makes no sense to ask such a loaded question without some type of outlet. Is there any pathway to peace? Is there anything that can be done, like for people to be civil again and back to that place where y'all wasn't shooting at each other and making content in each other and didn't have all this disdain for each other and shit like that?
You mean as far as for everybody, or you mean for certain people? You mean as far as everybody? Like as far as like my people?
Mac right now. I'm talking about Mac. Like any way for them to be like kind of or get to a better place, higher ground?
Me and him, you saying? Me and him, you mean?
Yeah.
You're saying me and Mac, right?
Right.
I would never say we were never there in the beginning. So it would just be like niggas would stop shooting at each other because we were never actually cool. I get it. Yeah. So I would say, is it possible for niggas to stop shooting at each other? Yeah, because if I don't always run around shooting at that nigga, but you know, it is what it is. Niggas know how I feel. So it is what it is. But as far as me and him shooting at each other and all that, yeah, that's possible, because I don't shoot at this nigga all the time. Like he don't be my focus. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as me and him, but as far as me and him hanging around and being like, yo, man, what's up? Come on my platform and all. Nah, that's not gonna happen. But as far as not shooting at each other, sure, that's possible.
Nah, right. Yo, but I wanted to ask, right? So let's just say, like, theoretically speaking, like, you know, people people start chatting together and stuff like that. Do you? All right, no. Let me rewind a little bit. Let me ask you in your heart, DGR, right? Because like there's some people who don't bother me at all, and then there's some people like you know in your heart that you don't like. Like, nah, fuck that nigga. It ain't even YouTube. Fuck that nigga for real, for real. Do you not like Mac? Like in your heart, or is it like indifference? You really don't care about him. It's whatever. Like he doesn't bother you really in real life.
Yeah, it's not like a deep-seated hatred for him. You understand what I'm saying? Nah. Me personally, no, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Yeah, like I don't really care. It's neither here nor there to me. You understand
Nah,
what I'm
copy,
saying?
copy. When I came into the sector, right, DGR, you was you was actually beefing with Pain when I came into the sector. What's the origins of that?
The origins of him, well,
Right, because he's a veteran. Yeah,
I
another
would
pair of veterans again that been in this space for a
right,
long time at the same time. So were y'all ever like
right.
cordial, or there was never nothing there, and it just went bad before it could go good at any point?
Yeah, I would say that. There was never nothing there, and then it just went bad before it can get good. I would say that.
Got you, got you, got you.
I would say
But
that. I would agree with that one. It was never really nothing there, and then it turned bad before it turned good. But my main thing with him is, hold on one second. Hold on one second. One second.
yeah, do your
Let
thing,
me
thing.
grab my charger. Hold on.
Yo, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Yeah, the shit moving. Yo, if I miss you, I ain't diss you. Lady JJ, Steve-O, OG Bobby Johnson, salute. People's 212, Bessie motherfucking salute, salute. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Thank you for supporting the show. Network Calico, I see you. Salute. Yeah, let me see if I could. Yeah, go subscribe to DGR. That's a whole fact. That's a whole.
Welcome to the fucking kitchen, nigga. I'm the chef. Serving your host. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, hams, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, hams, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your.
We back.
We back. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so let me not before I forget. Yeah, see with Latin Pay, what made me not really not fuck with him, particularly like it became not just no YouTube, me going back and forth, oh fuck you da da da, is when he put up the video that I didn't like, the same video that he claimed that he got that I'm the rat and I struck his channel down and all that for that same video when he had Knowledge Son up there. That video made me dislike him because like I said, I don't play when you play with people kids, especially somebody who I fuck with. So once he did that, that really made it like, yo, nigga, now I really don't like you and I ain't fucking with you. Then on top of that, you lie on my name and talk about I struck your page for no reason, just for playing my music. When everybody knows, nigga, it's my music. So if your page gets struck for paying my music, you shouldn't have been playing my shit without fucking getting my permission first. Simple. You understand what I'm saying? But when he did that, that made me really not like that. Fuck me just trolling him. Now I'm really going, you know what I'm saying, really start tearing you up wherever I see you.
Right. So it's like beyond YouTube. So if there was like a chance encounter in the street, then you probably try to launch an attack. Like it's beyond. It's like beyond this platform.
I wouldn't say if I see them on the street, I would launch an attack. But if he would be one of those who the slightest thing crazy you said to me, I'm gonna pop on you. I would say that. I wouldn't say I see them, I'll just be like, oh, that's such and such, jump out. But the slightest thing he said to me that was crazy, I'm gonna pop on him.
Got you. Yo, DGR. So when I think when I got here, I think I had just started to fall out. But you and Rice AP were once friends. You know, y'all got pictures together. Y'all once fellowshipped in the flesh. Y'all been around each other. What happened with that? Did you? All right, it's almost like a twofold question. Did you like Wax, like as a person, as an individual?
I was laughing at how you said we fellowship. That shit was funny.
You gotta be careful.
Oh my bad. I tried not to laugh, but that shit was funny as motherfucker. You said y'all fellowship. But what was the question? You said, do I? All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Me and Wax didn't have an issue. That was true. When Nile River and 050 split, I was one of the only niggas who was repping 050 hard body and would still fuck with people from Nile River. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, when they threw the Nile River barbecue and all that, I went, but
right.
I'm screaming 050, nigga. I was one of them niggas like, listen, if I don't really dislike you and I don't really have a shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yo, this shit could be worked out and y'all could work it out, then I'm not just gonna automatically go against you. But Compa was the main reason why I used to fuck with Nile River. It was really Compa. Now, what made me, in my opinion, I mean, when I say my opinion, this is facts to me. I'm saying this is my version of it. My version is that once I sat on the phone with that brother, you know what I'm saying? Before he passed away, when I sat on the phone with him and he explained to me what was done to him and what was done to his channel and niggas wishing death on him and all type of shit. Niggas wishing he get locked up, go do a year, trying to put dirt on his name, call him a snitch and all that. When certain shit like that happen, I really don't care about those two people's relationships. I'm gonna have my own interpretation of that person. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if I know Chase, you and somebody else fuck with each other, but me and you, we cool, we know each other and all that. So you telling me on the phone like, yo, this person did X, Y, and Z, but you forgive that person. That don't mean I have to.
Right.
That's the point I'm trying to make. So it's not about forgiving him like it happened to me, but I never liked what he did after that. And then on top of that, he used to try to throw slander, like I was around DGR, he a bitch, I was gonna slap him and he did all that. Now you're lying. So now I really don't like you because now you're lying. And it's niggas from the street, from the hood, like my man Black and them, who been around you. You didn't have that same energy when you was around niggas. Then you get on here and you start painting a picture of me like you know what I'm trying to say, you're gonna do something to me and all that. So now that's when it became personal with me and you now, because you've been around me before to even talk crazy like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what made it personal. Was we cool? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? At a certain point, yes. I ain't gonna get on here and lie and say none of that. But once you start really violating to a certain level, and games that I don't play with, fuck your dead mother and all that type of shit, bruh. Now we got to see each other. Ain't nothing to talk about.
So that's where it's at right now, pretty much.
Yeah, yes, facts. Not pretty much. Exactly where.
Yeah, there's no play, friendship, none of that. Like something.
None of that.
And that's not even on the table. Like there's pieces not on the table. There's not even a card to be played.
No.
Got you. How did things go? So I want to ask you, did y'all, and it's I guess it's connected to the Wax AP question, I guess. But how did things go left, and how did things get so bad with Eve James?
Let me say this, because the way nothing bad to you. I'm just saying the way you formulated the question. I'm gonna put it to you like this: Eve James, at the end of the day, is a female. So Eve James, she pop her shit, I pop my shit, nigga. Eve James ain't running down on me and doing nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about running down on her and doing nothing to her. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? She talk her shit. It ain't like it's bad. It's just that she got a mouth on her. She disrespectful. So certain females that be around me, and I'm not even talking about internet, I'm talking about in real life, when you be like, fuck that nigga, dead mother and all that, they not feeling that. So they want to, but as far as, and I be like, yo, that shit ain't that serious with her. Because at the end of the day, that's female shit if y'all gonna handle. But as far as me, like me running down on her and doing all that shit, nah, man, she a female at the end of the day. I don't agree with niggas running down on females, period, anyway, to begin with. I'm not even with a nigga going to see a female or running down on her. Y'all talk y'all shit on YouTube, but I'm not running down. That don't mean don't let her get it twisted and think it's nothing sweet. But you come at me with some niggas or something, that's a different story. But you as a female, no, man, it ain't that serious as it is with some of these niggas.
So
That's what I'm trying.
that's pretty much a Nile River. That was pretty much like started for like a Nile River versus
Yeah,
Renegade Squad type of thing, an internet thing, YouTube thing. People just
right.
popping their shit, and people get
Yeah,
carried away, shit get go left and shit like that. But that was never nothing like super duper personal for you.
yeah. She ain't ever try to run down on me or no shit like that with no niggas and none of that. Nah. Man.
Nah, copy. Yo, DGR, right? So you're the first person that I actually heard, like I heard, because I don't want people to misquote me. People like to take things out of context and, you know, make these clips and shit. But you were the first person I ever heard about establishing boundaries in these sectors that we occupy, right? So I'm telling you, you were the first person I ever heard about. I heard speak about some boundaries. No kid, no woman, no kids. You know what I mean? Like some of that shit, like there's no room for, right? So
Baby.
recently, so
Okay.
recently, you've had some guys that who started to do this. Like it's kind of like a phenomenon, right? So recently you got like Sha Banks, you got Trays. Salute to Trays. I don't got no issue with Trays, but this is just an object example. I'm just so I can make it concrete. He has started to make content which includes like malicious content towards kids, right? How do you feel about that? Do you have an opinion on that? Are you okay with that? It's not your business. Like, how do you feel about that? Because I heard you say, yo, it's lit with niggas that do that. Like, it's lit, nigga. Like, there's no leeway.
That's why I can never say it's none of my business, because I already put that on out there that look, I don't play them games, so I can't be like it's none of my business because a nigga I fuck with doing it. So I can never say that. Here's what I'm going to say. All parties involved, all parties involved know that they can't play that game around me, with me, on my platforms, and none of that. One. Two is they already know I don't agree with that. So all that doing the kid shit now. What I did also say was, do I agree with it? No. But the reason why I brought up that Killer Season movie is because remember how Cameron Niece's daughter or whatever got shot? That, you know what I'm saying? And then he saw the other little girl and he spit on her, right? I said it's a predicament like that. If he would have blew that other little girl head off, people would have been like, oh, you wrong. But then at the same time, you can't tell nobody that they wrong when somebody do something to your child. Some people, all logical thinking goes out the window. Do you get where I'm coming from? So
I understand.
The reason why I blame the initiator more than the second person who doing it, I think they both wrong, because bitch ass Ratsky did the same shit to my daughter, and I told that nigga, listen, live for yours. I could have went at it, but I don't play them games.
Right.
But that's me. What I'm saying is, I can't really say how somebody retaliates. For example, if somebody showed your child and then you went and showed theirs, yeah, I'd be like, Chase, you fucking crazy. You know what I mean? You wild and you showed somebody child. But at the same time, I got to think, well, how did Chase feel when that person did it to him? You see where I'm coming from? So right. I can't really get mad at somebody when somebody put your child up and you go put their child up. But at the end of the day, do I think it's both wrong? Yeah, that's why I said it should be boundaries, so things like this won't happen. It won't be no retaliatory behavior. If nobody doing it in the first place, it wouldn't be no reason for somebody to do it back to somebody. Does that make sense? It's no reason for you to retaliate and do it, because everybody would be doing it first. So everybody who does it would be the first person to do it to whatever the person they doing it to, not a retaliatory behavior. So that's why I said that's another reason why we need boundaries, so that shit won't happen in the first place. So it won't be a back and forth. It won't be two people. It'll only be the person who did it, you out of here.
Right. Nah, I get it. I get it. But you know what it is around here, DGR? It's so much selective politics, right? So somebody will get mad at me for something I said and done, but then go on the platform with somebody that said and done the same exact thing that I said and done, but they don't hold them accountable, but they want to hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? Right. So right. I'm not saying me per se, but I'm using myself as an example. Like, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying hypothetically. I know what you mean. So nobody calls nothing down the middle or all the way across the board. It's all about who we like. It's all about who people like. Because if you like somebody, you have a tendency to give them more rope. You know what I mean? To let them rock out, to uninterrupt them, let them do what they're doing. But
that's the same as but that's the same as in real life though. A nigga you fuck with or nigga you know, you gonna give him a little bit more leeway than you gonna give a nigga who you don't know from a hole in the wall, right or wrong?
Right?
Even if he's wrong, right or wrong is different. Right. So of course, even if that nigga's wrong, you may chastise him in a different form than you would do a nigga you don't fuck with. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact.
You feel where I'm coming from? You might chastise him in a different way or a different form.
No, I get it. So I'm not indicting you. I'm not making you the.
No, I know what you're saying. I get it. Okay. I get it. I understand.
So yo, earlier, right, on Melly Mel's on your twin show, right? Death of a Cloud Chaser was up there. He stated, yo, Sha Banks is a weirdo and he's a reject, nobody fuck with him. And then you stated, DGR, yo, nah, that nigga dark side, like we fuck with him or whatever. Do you still stand by that? Do you support Sha Banks?
Here's the thing about it. When I said that, what I said was somebody from another sector, and this is nothing against Death of a Cloud Chaser, salute to him, but you from another sector, you over there, you got your own numbers and all that. You a bigger channel. You're not gonna come over here and tell us who's dark side and who's not, and who we support and who we don't. That was my reason for saying that. Basically, I'm like, nah, he's dark. Whether we disagree or whatever, you can't come over here and go, oh, that nigga ain't dark side. Niggas over here don't fuck with him. How you gonna say that? You ain't from over here. So you can't make that call. That was my reason for saying it. But Sha Banks, I mean, he fucks with Trays. I don't have nothing against Sha Banks. He's not a renegade or none of that. But you know what I mean? Me and him ain't never have no issues. But I wasn't saying that as defense to him, like fuck what he's doing. No, I'm saying, who are you to come over here and say that?
No, I get it. So let me ask you, like DGR, so because you come off as a loyal person, right? You're a free thinker, you say what's on your mind, you don't hold no punches, right?
Right.
Let's say theoretically speaking, you supported me, right? What would I have to do for you to not support me? Is there ever a time you stop supporting people for the things they say and do or whatever? Or you just pretty much let people do them and do what you gotta do?
If you disrespect us, or if you disrespect one of my sisters or something on here, and you know what I mean, you come at them crazy, then that would make me. But see, honestly, if I fuck with you, see this, I'm glad you brought that up. Everybody knows, and it's happened 2 times on my show. If I fuck with 2 people, but they let's say neither one of them are renegades, or one of them is a renegade, I would come to you and be like, yo, if such and such on a panel talking about you, now hold on, bring Chase up. Right. Hey, yo, Chase, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with such and such? Is there a way y'all could dead this like I did with other people on my platform? So if I fuck with both people, I'm not just going to not fuck with you because you going at somebody who I fuck with. I'll try to squash it. But if it's on some shit and you like, nah, fuck you, DG, fuck all y'all renegade niggas, then yeah, I ain't going to fuck with you.
Nah, right. I get it, bro. I get it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, DGR, right? So recently, Melly Mel went viral. Like she's viral in the sector. But Melly Mel is doing her thing. She's in titles. She's like, she's being made content out of, and it's not negative. But her name is everywhere, right? She had 2 recent squabbles one with Knowledge Born, one with Harlem Legend, where there was like negative interactions. I'm not calling it nothing. I'm just pointing it out. When you seen the clips of that, or when you was watching that in real time, or however it got back to you, how did you feel, bro? Like, how did you feel about that when you seen those 2 situations transpire? Did you feel like they were mishandled? You felt that there was a better way to handle those situations, or it went down the way it went down?
Being that it happened on the internet and it happened with my team, I could respond and I'm going to say, do I agree with anything going on between us on the limelight on YouTube that takes it to another level? No, I don't agree with it. And this is another reason why certain situations that happen within the Renegade Squad that comes out in the public, you never really see me jump the gun and go jump and be like, oh, this and this and that. Yo, nigga, you do this. Yo, you wrong for doing that. Because I have more respect for all the members of the Renegades than that. We gonna handle that shit behind the scenes. Like I said on her show earlier, I don't care what the public thinks. Oh, why didn't DGR jump in it? Why didn't DGR do that? That's good. That's great. Y'all could be upset because I didn't do what y'all wanted me to do and y'all was able to see and enjoy the show y'all wanted to see. when shit get real, it gets handled behind the scenes. So as far as shit going on with Melly Mel, when it has something to do within our team, I don't like that at all. I don't like it. That's why you never really see me jump in and really say nothing too much about that particular issue. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if it's her doing her thing on the outside and niggas already know how the Renegades gonna give it up. It's never been a time in history where a nigga came at any one of the Renegades and the Renegades ain't come. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Except when it's in-house. You understand what I'm saying? We're not gonna jump each other. So that's what I'm gonna say about that.
Copy. Let me ask you about you and Bucks. Were y'all friends at any point, or y'all just kind of like knew the same people, were part of the same conglomerate? Were y'all cool? Did y'all have direct communication? Did y'all used to talk?
We never used to really talk like on a regular basis like me and other people do, but yeah, me and Bucks have spoke before. Me and Bucks was cool. Me and Bucks was cool. If certain shit went down, he would ask me, I would holler at him, or he would holler at me. So I can't act like me and him never was cool. We was cool. We was definitely cool.
And what happened, bro? If you don't mind me asking, what happened between y'all two that now it seems like y'all don't get along?
In my opinion, I'm gonna speak from my opinion. In my opinion, I'd say what happened was when certain shit goes down, and I agreed with it, like with the 050 situation, and I agreed with it, I was mostly the spokesman. I was the one who really came out and said, yo, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't feeling what the fuck you did. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, yo, you out of here. And I think it went wrong because of the simple fact that, in my personal opinion, it's my feeling. I feel like, I'm gonna think how to put it so everybody would understand. Okay, for example, let's say you, Chase, you and Melly Mel knew each other from the hood. Y'all grew up together and all that, X, Y, and Z. But you cool with us. So you used to be in there and you used to ride with us. So if we was going at this chick named Melly Mel, you would be up there like, yo, yeah, forget that girl, X, Y, and Z, da 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 da. Meanwhile, we got her picture and everything up there, and you sitting there in the chat like, word, you know what I'm saying? You not saying nothing. Then one day out the blue, you just come out and say, oh yeah, I just found out that me and her grew up together since we was little. I'm gonna look at you strange, like, like, but you wouldn't say, oh, I didn't know who y'all was talking about, but we got clips and all that of you sitting right there in the chat with her picture right there on the screen, and you in the chat making comments. So for you to just come out and say you didn't know her, that kind of made me feel like, now it's YouTube shit. So if y'all was running a play or whatever, it ain't nothing personal to me, but it made me look at him like, what type of shit is that? Like, this whole time, you know what I'm saying? She talking about niggas and da 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 da. And also on top of that, he hollered at me and told me, yo, listen, he hollered at all the Renegades, me, Network Particle, Knowledge Born, just the men. We was on the phone. He was like, yo, dead that shit with her and fuck with everybody else. And I'm talking about me. I told that nigga, listen, it's ceasefire. She, out of respect for you, it's ceasefire. And I told nigga, out of respect for you, it's ceasefire. She don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna say nothing at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? It's never gonna get to the level where it's gonna be street shit with me because she's a female. Now, other niggas I can't speak for, but I'm talking about me. I told him, yo, listen, ceasefire. She kept going. I hit the nigga, we kept going. Where I think it went sour was when I was the spokesperson when he got kicked out of 050, he felt some type of way because I was the one saying something, which I understand. I get it. But when I became the spokesperson and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You out of here? That's when he became, you know what I'm saying? I feel like me and him situation became worse. And also on top of that, the fact that I'm a type of nigga, if you got beef with a nigga, like, that's why when you asked me the question about Mac, I said, yo, at the end of the day, I'm not a nigga that's gonna go fuck with your enemy just because me and you get into something. If
Right,
me
right, right.
and you right now we stop fucking with each other, I'm not gonna go see. Oh well, Chase don't like such and such. Now all of a sudden, me and such gonna get cool and all that because you don't fuck with niggas no more. You fuck with our enemy.
That's
The
a
way
fact.
it looked to me, I didn't like it, and that's just my opinion. So you know what I mean? It just turned sour. You know what I mean? And with the ratting thing, with the Latin pain thing, and he on there like you call me a rat, that's what made it more personal with me because I don't play that rat word. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that. I don't give a fuck if it's YouTube rat, street rat. I don't play that rat word. So once he said that, me personally, I took that offensively. So that's when it really got up with me.
Nah, I get it. I get it. So you saying like, so if Bucks would have just been a free agent and didn't make an alliance with somebody that's already an op of yours or 050s or somebody else, it probably would have went over a little differently as opposed to him, as opposed to that situation falling apart and then him and Latin Pain kind of building a camaraderie and shit. So to
I
you,
wouldn't say with me, but see, that's the case. I would say with a lot of other people, yes. But with me, I think the thing was when him and Latin Pain and all that rat shit, that's what made me up my shit. Like, now, fuck that. Now, I really ain't fucking with you now, nigga, because I don't play that rat game. That's what it was for me. You know what I'm saying? Me particularly. That's what I think upped it for me, the fact with that rat shit. I don't play that word.
Nah, I got you. Yo, so I want to spin a block on that, right? I want to tie that to something we talked about earlier. So China says once 050, always 050, and I ask you, do you carry it the same way? Do you still got love for Bucks? Or that situation is beyond redemption? You don't want no parts, you good.
It ain't nothing about it being not on redemption. He never violated none of my dad, none of my kids, none of that. It was never no bloodshed between our two. So I wouldn't say that I have an eternal hatred for him, but that you calling me that rat word got to get corrected. But as far as it being like some shit where it's I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But we got to rectify you calling me that R word. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I got you. And does the fact that y'all both under the 050 umbrella, does that make a situation more easier, well, more likely to be resolved as opposed to if y'all two was never 050?
No, I don't think that make a difference. I'm a renegade, so that shit don't make a difference for me.
Gotcha. So that's not even part of the equation when you're looking at Bucks. It's just man to man shit.
Yeah.
Got you. Yo, DGR, let me ask you, right? So I know you considered Mob Tie's Dark Side at one point, right? And you tried to broker peace between Knowledge and Velo. How do you feel about Velo now, bro? I mean, because I know you had a lot of love for him. I know you had love for him at one point. You know what I mean? And I watched actively as you tried to make that situation, you try to remedy that situation. It kind of went left, whatever it is, where is that? How do you feel about Velo, bro?
I'm gonna be honest with you. With Velo, and it's just my opinion. And with Velo, I just feel like, again, one of my biggest pet peeves, and I know a lot of people say, yo, D, why you carry shit that the way you carry yourself on the street is the way you carry yourself on YouTube. Some people tell me that's a flaw. My thing is, I'm just me. So if I'm the type of nigga in real life, if me and you don't fuck with each other, but then I see you over there all of a sudden now, my op is coming over there who never been over there with you before, never fucked with you before, and my op was one of the top people who was violating you when we were standing up. I'm gonna look at you in a real odd eye, like, nigga, how all of a sudden now you fucking with these people? So to me, that's a pet peeve of mine. So I'd say by him fucking with certain people now, it rubbed me the wrong way. Not saying that he can do whatever he wants to, it's his platform. But in my opinion, I was looking at that shit kind of strange. And it was something else he did behind the scenes that I guess he straightened it out or whatever, but it was something that happened behind the scenes that still got me questioning certain shit. But as far as is it lit with him?
Was it that thing that you showed? Like the way you showed it, the way you presented it was like he sent your own message to you, like he was trying to send it to somebody else, something like that.
Something to do with that.
Yeah, all right. Just asking.
Yeah, but as far as it being like he's my target, me going at him or da 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 da, nah, he ain't my target. Me particularly, I'm talking about me. He ain't my target. I'm not going at Bello or no shit like that. Nah.
Would you? I mean, you used to be in his chat. You used to be a supporter and shit like that.
Yeah.
Would you still go over there periodically and support? Jump on a panel, share a panel with him and shit like that, or?
I mean, if we handle what we gotta handle, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Once we handle what we gotta handle.
Nah, copy. So DGR, I'm gonna ask you, right? I'm gonna ask you about 5 content creators, and I just want you to give me feedback on them, on your personal experience with them. It could be in a short sentence or more. I'm gonna throw a name out there.
Got you.
You tell me about the person. Trays.
Trays, I fuck with Trays. In the beginning, Trays is a
Yo, you know what's funny?
Trays is
I'm gonna tell you something funny, right? I'm gonna tell you something funny. So before you started fucking with Trays tight, right? So when Trays left his situation and shit, he used to always come to your channel, always jump on your channel, always jump on your panel and shit. So in the beginning, it looked like he used to be a little annoyed, like, yo, what the fuck, son? I'm trying to do my show, like, what's going on? But over the course of time, it seemed like y'all developed a nice little rapport.
So that's crazy that you said that, because right when I was about to say, hold on, I was about to get into that. When I said, it's like you read my mind. As soon as I said, I'm about to give you an example about trade, that's what I was going to say. That nigga will tell you, when shit first went down, nigga, I said it on live, so it ain't no secret. Right on over. I was like, listen, bro, right now, I ain't fucking with you. I don't really trust you because you just came to X, Y, and Z. I said, somehow, somewhere down the line, you know what I'm saying? Once I get to know you and I know what type of person you is, hey, anything could happen. And look what wound up happening. I'm just glad you said that because, nigga, I said that from the beginning. So all the people would be like, oh, well, you did that. Trades used to fuck with. Nah, nigga, he'll even tell you that, nigga. It took a minute for me to start fucking.
You wasn't really fucking with it. You wasn't fucking with it, DJ. You wasn't, and not only did you wasn't only acting that way, you said it. You said, yo, nah, bro, like, not right now. It's too early, too soon. Too soon, too early. Like, hold on, man. Like, you gotta get this shit time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But I see you kind of rally behind them, like you fuck with trades, you support trades.
Yeah,
I like trades. I support trades. I fuck with trades too. You know what I'm saying? I hope he move away from some of the stuff that he's doing, like right now in the moment. But
that's
I like trades. I fuck with trades.
Not because Trey's will never look at you and say, oh, well, niggas will be like, oh, well, why DGR wasn't there when you said, because Trey's gonna tell you, nah, DGR, the bro, he don't support that. Like, he knows that I don't like certain shit. So he's not gonna take it personal because he'll be like, yo, I understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I gotta do right now. All right, copy. But you know, you get the point I'm trying to make. It ain't like I don't support the nigga, but if everybody who know me know, if you doing something right now that I don't agree with, I'm not just gonna be sitting right there like, yeah, bro, jump up on a panel with you. So it ain't, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll fuck with him.
Copy. Roski.
Negative.
Copy.
I don't fuck with him at all. Not saying negative, you can't ask me. I'm saying negative. I'm gonna let you know now. No, I don't fuck with that nigga.
At all. Like you don't like him. You don't like the way he goes about his business on YouTube.
Nah, I don't like the fact that certain, and I'm only gonna talk about what I said already on YouTube. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm speaking on what I said already. Nigga, I sat up there and I told you, I spoke to you like a man. And it was real niggas who hit me was like, yo, that was some real shit you stood up there and said. But I told that nigga as a man, listen, bro, the shit, I get what you doing and you troll, but everybody's not for that, bro. There's niggas really who's going really like my mom's was, and this ain't just because it was my mom's. Everybody know me know that. She was some like the niggas, that and my daughter nigga, like her brothers, her god brothers and them niggas is not feeling certain shit. So, bro, please, out of respect, bro, please fall back, bro. Live for your daughter. It ain't that serious, bro. But when it come to, I'm trying to tell you not to do it at all. But when it come to me, please, bro, because I don't want nothing to happen, bro. And when you sit up there and talk about you going to rape her and do all that, still after that and laughed at me for trying to talk to you like a man, nah, nigga, whatever happened, happened.
Copy. Artists.
Yeah. Me and artists never had, see, here's the thing. people always run with the artists, the niggas who are like artists pulled up on DGR. You never heard artists jump up there and say, yeah, I pulled up on that nigga block. That nigga was scared to come outside. He pussy. You never heard him say that. You know why? Because we don't artist side, man. We are artists, we all right. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We cool.
Nah, right. Bullets Gotti.
I don't fuck with Bullets Gotti. Why? Because he was sitting over there and agreeing with Roski was doing all that shit to violate my daughter and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying now if you in a chat, who are you? But what I'm saying is when you actually sitting up there laughing and giggling and like, word, didn't Roski disrespect your daughter and all that? Nah, dogs. I don't fuck with you. Not as much as the nigga who said it, but now I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with him.
Copy. Behind the ball.
I definitely don't fuck with him.
Did y'all have a situation before?
What you mean? Like we was cool, you mean?
No, not that y'all was cool. Did y'all make content on each other? Did y'all make content on each other before? Because I don't really recollect that.
What happened was the nigga, I hate to keep bringing this person up because I don't want to make him nigga. Oh, you always talk about him when you but you know, being that you brought certain people up, I gotta explain. You know what I'm saying? My man, before he died, we all know we talking about before he died. I mean, not before he died. When he died, him and that man were never cool. That man never chill with him. Yo, my nigga behind the bar. And that man dies. You go do a show about it.
I remember. Okay, now you just jogged my memory, DJ. Yeah, I remember what happened.
You did a show about it and all. Yeah, so I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't fuck with that.
The cash app thing or something like that.
Yeah. I don't fuck with that nigga.
That was your first encounter? Like that was the first time y'all two worlds kind of like met? Because otherwise y'all never had nothing, right? You went on BDP?
Facts. You correct. That's when yeah. When he did that.
Yo, DGR, whatever happened with that boxing thing, bro? And stuff like that. Whatever happened with that whole situation?
I mean, being that everybody talking about it, I'll say at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak about with me. My contract to fight rats. You understand what I'm saying? My contract, I ain't like my contract. I wasn't getting paid no 2% for getting no motherfucking ring and fight nobody. Niggas ain't making money off me, nigga. I'll make more money having niggas see that nigga and sell that footage. Like I wouldn't do that. I'm just giving a point. You feel what I'm saying? Like I niggas be like, hey yo, nigga be like, yo, what happened, DGR? That footage alone, right there, just to pause. That stop right there, nigga. You're not gonna play me for no fool. But you know, it was certain shit gonna be worked around with the contract. I'm not saying play me for a fool, just them. Your boy Rats got up on live, ripped up the contract, then gets on live talking about, yo, the nigga DGR is 6'2", on 290 pounds. Nigga, no, I'm not. Nigga, I'm 6 feet, 190. Stop lying. I'm not even as big as you make. But then he found an excuse. I don't like the contract, ripped it up. So like Saladin said, nigga, you was acting like you ain't want to fight that nigga. So I told that nigga find somebody else to fight. And I'm not sitting on YouTube. I'm not a boxer, nigga. I'm not sitting on YouTube like, let me look. Okay, I want to fight you, nigga. Nah. That man disrespected. I said I wanted to get in the ring. He ripped up the contract on live and all that. I went on live one time and addressed it to Saladin on 050. And I said, yo, Saladin, is that not what happened? He agreed with it and I dropped down. All the other politics, I don't care about. Once he agreed, yeah, that nigga ripped up the contract and all that. So I told you find somebody else to fight. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? I don't entertain no more about that fight after that. Now, what's going on with everybody else in the fight? I'll let them talk about that. I'll just talk about me.
So you didn't like the terms and conditions of your contract. So you never signed the contract. It wasn't about the fight. So you was willing to fight that person.
I'm the one who put it out there. I'm the one who said. I don't know. No, I'm not saying. No. I'm laughing. I'm just saying. Yeah, nigga got it. Like, could you imagine? I was scared, bro. It got nothing to do with that. It was just the simple fact that I didn't agree with the terms. And when the terms were being worked out, and he said, Saladin was like, yo, hold on. You know what? And matter of fact, before that, 10 Toes Down went up on a panel on one of the clashes and was like, yo, matter of fact, DGR, you right. We are trying to fix something with your contract. In the midst of that going down, he goes on live, rips up the contract, does all that other shit. Everybody, he talking about, oh, that don't mean nothing. I went up on the shit. Yo, Saladin, what did you tell me? Saladin said what he told me. 1050 admitted it and all that. Yo, listen, DGR. So I told you find somebody else. Anything outside of that, I don't give a fuck what nobody think. We all seen what happened.
Right.
The truth was told, so it is what it is.
And like moving forward, like let's say like 10 toes.
Nah, there's no moving forward with him because after that he said he going, and I'm not gonna say that word.
Yeah.
Forgive me for saying that word the first time. Forgive me for that. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me for that. But when he said he was gonna do that R word to my daughter, after that again, there's nothing to talk about.
Oh yeah, no. Not as far as he's concerned, DGR. That's done.
Okay.
But
okay,
as far as a prize fight, like in the future with another YouTuber, if there's a bag involved, you'll be open, you'll entertain that idea?
Oh yeah, if there's a bag involved, yeah.
Copy.
Yeah.
Yo, DGR, let me ask you, what you think about all this internet beef that we have in this sector? Do you find it to be great entertainment or poor content? Like, are you entertained by a lot of this stuff that goes on in this sector? Do you watch this stuff? Or when you take your live off, you're not watching nobody else but Renegade Squad and 050. Like, how you carry it?
I'm a fan. Look. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And I said this before when it came to music. It's niggas who I listen. It's niggas who I used to listen, not right now, but niggas who I used to listen to back in the days. Like niggas. Look, we back in the days when we was younger, we had beef with certain people in certain projects. Let's say Marcy, for example. We would go, we would be on our way there listening to Jay-Z. What I'm saying is, I've had niggas who I ain't like in the street who had mixtape, and I'm bumping their shit. And if I run into them, it's getting lit. But I'm bumping their shit. Music is music. So it's niggas I don't like that I watch their content, nigga. Because I'm a fan. I'm also a fan of YouTube. But as far as this sector goes, I don't believe it's bad content because that's what this sector is for. If you want the real content, go to another sector. That's what people don't understand. This sector right here, everybody in this sector is beefing in some type of way. This sector right here is the dark side. So niggas is over here shooting at each other. That's why a lot of times people who be in this sector, they try to do positive messages and do positive shows and shit like that. Not that our numbers are going crazy, but they numbers be in the hundreds and shit like that. And I be telling niggas, yo, it's because niggas over here don't give a fuck about that. That's the crowd that's attracted to this sector. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna throw a country music concert in front of a bunch of hip hop fans.
And that's a fact. You gotta speak the language. You gotta speak the language of the people. Because if I came up here and I start speaking a different language, nobody's gonna watch me. So you have to watch what people are receptive to, what people want to see and hear. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That was the blueprint. Because when I came in, I said, yo, I gotta mimic the behavior of the sector. Like, I gotta do what I'm seeing being done in order to like get any traction. Because if I would have came in here with either with a Bible or came in here on some news journalist shit, niggas wasn't fucking with me. You gotta this is a sector where poor behavior is celebrated, DGR. The worst of behavior is like, yeah, you know what I mean?
It's not that I like it, but it's not that I like it. The fact that the dudes who try to do content, positive content, don't get views. No, I don't like that. But I understand, so I tell them, yo, listen, try to not focus so much over here and be known in this sector, because once you start the algorithm and all that, you start to channel from this sector, it's only from this people from this sector gonna come watch you, and they not gonna sit around and watch your shit because they wanna. If you live and somebody from the dark side, me, Renegade Squad, Mod 050 live at the same time, they gonna come to our shit because they want to see the fuck shit. Right. They're not gonna sit in Sunday school.
That's a fact.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah, that's a whole fact. That's a fact. What has been your most upsetting moment on YouTube, DGR? Like, what out of the whole time that you've been up here under the Art of War on the DGR Entertainment, your whole time occupying this workspace, what has upsetted you the most that really almost made you like just go like crash out, go crazy?
The situation that happened with my daughter. Only because it was said, it happened to be said, and she was there to hear it. That's why. If she wasn't there to hear it, not.
God bless her. Yo, I wanted to ask you, DGR, because you're one of the people, right, that had a personal relationship with Compa, right? You're one of the people I never really hear. Like Mac too had a relationship with Compa. He never really talks about it. You never talk about it. Is that something that you hold sacred? Like, is that something that you just is just for you and shit? Because you're one of the people that you never really speak about your relationship with him, but I know y'all had one.
Yeah, because that's why I even said on this show I didn't really want to keep using him as in it, because to me, that nigga's not like, I refuse to let niggas get clout and shit off that nigga name. You understand what I'm saying? The relationship me and him had wasn't for YouTube. We didn't get on YouTube and talk about shit we spoke about. Our relationship was real. It wasn't just no YouTube shit. So I got memories of him off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I never have to prove to nobody whether I was cool with him or not. He knows. I don't have to prove to niggas on YouTube, oh yeah, I was really cool with him, act such and such. They'll tell you. That's why you never really hear me do that.
Copy. Yo, DGR, right? So you know, when I first started taking panels and I started like coming on screen, I was over there with Dice. I was over there. That's where I used to really like go visit and support. What's the history between you and Dice? And I meant to ask you earlier, but I'm asking now. Because, let me tell you something, right, DGR? After every interview, there's always a question or two that I beat myself up for. I'm like, damn, I want to ask this nigga that shit.
I'm going to be honest with you. Because like I said, I'm going to speak about shit because it's been out on the internet. We were cool. Then we had an issue with, believe it or not, over the Dice name or something. Now, it was a while ago, so if I'm wrong, he's probably getting the he gonna be the go on his show. Yo, DGR, you was tripping. Feel free, Big Dice, that if I'm wrong right here, to correct me. But our first incident, I believe, happened over the name. Now, I was like, yo, something happened, and I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't remember exactly what it was, but something happened.
But prior to this something happening, y'all was cool?
Yeah, but we didn't really get a chance to get so cool, but we was cool enough, because we used to both be on 050 platform. So, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't like bosom buddies, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But something happened and we got into an argument where I went live and I was like, yo, fuck that, nigga. My name is Dice Game, nigga. I'm the real Dice, nigga. It's only one Dice in this 050 shit. You get what I'm saying? It's only one Dice. And we got into it over that. Then I believe we got into it one more time over a situation with Twin, you know what I'm saying, with Melly Mel. And after that, we've never really got in an altercation. He don't say my name, I don't say his name. So I wouldn't really say it's an ongoing, outstanding beef with me and Big Dice. No, I wouldn't say that. We had our thing. After that, we fucking left that shit alone and we never said nothing about each other, or you know what I'm saying? He's been on a panel, I've been on the same panel. We never went at each other or none of that. So I wouldn't say there's a outstanding issue with me and him, but we did have 2 altercations.
Copy. Yo, DJ, let me ask you, what you feel has been your biggest mistake on YouTube? Like, okay, so if there was any situation that you could rewind, do all over, redress, is there any situation that stands out to you that you'd be like, damn, man, I mishandled that situation. I could have done better on that.
Let me think for a second. On YouTube, is there a situation? I mean, you're saying as far as altercations with me, right? Like me, you're saying like
altercations I've got. Be an altercation, just the way you reacted to a situation, the way you handled a situation, that you looking back in retrospect on the fly, because we talking now in real time, that you be like, yo, damn, you know, I could have handled that situation differently.
I would say I would have handled it different. I would say a situation that happened. I would say a situation with me and Unruly, I could have handled that better.
Are y'all friends, you and Unruly? Because I was gonna ask you about her too. I was just gonna ask you.
Yeah, we're not enemies.
Y'all friends beyond YouTube. Like y'all have a friendship.
Yeah, we not enemies right now. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I talk my shit to Unruly, but the reason why I said that is because at the end of the day, I could have handled it better regardless of what, you know what I'm saying? I feel I could have handled that better. And another situation I feel I could have handled better was I could have went harder as far as things going on within my own team. Things that's going on within my team, I felt I should have went harder to stop those things from coming to the forefront. I feel like I could have did like I feel like damn I could have did I think I should have did a harder job at making sure that certain things didn't come to the forefront. You know what I mean?
Copy. And what you feel has been your biggest mistake along your journey of YouTube, along your walk? What you feel has been like your biggest misstep?
Indulging in the fuck shit, indulging in the dark side.
You feel like all this like entertainment, what we call entertainment over here, really hurts your channel, like really hurts your brand and shit like that?
No, I wouldn't say. Okay, when you say okay, you mean affecting my brand. I thought you meant. See, the reason why I say affected me is because certain shit that was said and was done over here and got other people involved is the reason why I say that. Like, but as far as my brand, nah, not really, because even over here, I still push my brand as far as music. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't really say the fuck shit really tarnishes my music brand in a way, because most rappers, most people in the music industry indulge in fuck shit anyway, and all this internet beefing and all this shit anyway. So that really doesn't tarnish me as a producer or as a, like, you understand what I'm saying? So
they're like two separate lanes, so they never really meet. They're not two roads that meet necessarily.
Right, but a lot of times they meet because within hip hop, niggas like to fuck shit anyway because they be beefing with each other anyway. You get the hip hop community likes the fuck shit and the drama, right? They like the fuck shit and the drama anyway. So it's not hurting me as a producer to do that. You know what I'm saying? But now on a personal level, I wouldn't say it hurt me, but I feel like I shouldn't have indulged in certain places or indulged with certain people to avoid certain things from happening. That's what I would say.
Copy. Yeah. So yo, we're about to wrap it up. I think I got a question. I got one more question or two. And we up out of here. But
you got any questions from the chat or no?
Yo, if y'all got any questions from the chat, y'all can drop it in the chat. If DGR sees it, acknowledges it, he can answer it if he want.
Yeah.
What's next for you, DGR? What you doing with your channel? What you doing with your music? Where could we expect to see you at? Where you trying to go? Where you trying to get to?
Well, as far as my music, you know what I mean? I'm just, like I said, I just keep making music. You understand what I'm saying? I got my godson, you know what I'm saying? He about to come home in a month, you know what I'm saying? He an artist. We about to get him in motion, start doing some music with him. I got a song coming with Ray Wash coming up real soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with Ray Wash, and I got a song coming with Wade R. Black. You understand what I'm saying? They both
copy. That's fire. So y'all already recorded it, or y'all got to get in the studio?
Well, the one of them is already recorded. Ray Wash, he about to record his shit. I think this week he about to record his shit. No, next week. What's today? Yeah, no, this week. Yeah, this week he about to record his shit. Wade R. Black shit got to get mastered and all that shit, and then I'll be blasting that. Well, he gonna blast it off on his shit, on Fix Your Face. Make sure y'all tune in to Fix Your Face, Wade R. Black and Liddy. He gonna blast that off on Fix Your Face. Then after that, then I'm gonna blast it off.
Copy. Sean Prince said, "What do you like more, making beats or rapping?"
Right now, making beats. Right now, making beats.
He doubled up. He said, "Would you ever do a rap battle?"
Yeah, I've done rap battles on Shade 45. I did over like 50 something battles on Shade 45 Punchline Academy. Wade R. Black Touch Punchline Academy. Salute to him. Punchline Academy, Infamous Amadeus. I've done mad battles on there. So yeah, I would if the paper right.
That's dope. Yo, and when it's all said and done, DGR, when the smoke clears and the dust settles and and everything is cemented. What you want your legacy to be, bro? How you want people to remember you around here, beyond from here? How you want the world to remember you?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was never one of those people who was a world remembering type nigga. I just give a fuck about the people who cross my path and the people who I intermingle with, who I've been friends with, even enemies with in my life. They always say, as long as they acknowledge one thing about me, regardless of what, I was always loyal and I was always stand up. Whether you like me or you hate me, as long as I embedded in your mind that I'm a loyal nigga and I'm a stand up nigga, regardless of how it goes, then that's all I really care about. I never really cared about, people who don't know me, what they thought about me after I'm gone. I only give a fuck about people who know me or people who have encountered with me. You understand what I'm saying? Who had encounters with me in the past.
Nah, absolutely. Somebody asked, what's your favorite beat that you made? Ice Water asked, what's your favorite beat that you ever made?
I ain't gonna lie to you. The favorite beat I ever made was Crazy Motherfucker. Empress Cat on that beat. The Crazy Motherfucker beat. And the second beat, oldest beat I ever made was the 050 intro. My second favorite beat I ever made was the 050 intro.
Nah, yo, that shit is fire, bro. That shit is, yo, let me ask you. So not for nothing, right? So a couple of months ago, I went back to Compa's old shows I was watching. So he got a beat right at the beginning of that shit. Is that the beat that you gave to Empress Cat? I know you were saying something that there was a discrepancy with one of the beats, that it went out to somebody, it was supposed to go to somebody else.
No. The beat from Compa show, that I left that out. That's a fact, because I be trying to keep him out, not keep him out my mind. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that beat too is another fire beat I made. Nah, that's not Crazy Motherfuckers. The one that be like, you can never argue with a crazy mama. That shit. That's the one Empress on. The one for Compa was finishing. The one for Compa intro was finishing. That's the one I played sometime. But somebody had wanted to buy that. Somebody had wanted to use that beat for the intro, and I was like, nah, because that was Compa beat. The only people who be able to get that beat and use it for intro is somebody like Nari or somebody like that, who was, you know what I'm saying, who had relationships with him behind the scenes, and that's cool with him, but not just an average person using that beat. Nah, I can't let him do that, because that was his intro.
Right now, that shit fire. Yo, I just want to know if you and Melly good.
Yeah, we good.
All right. What he said? Her energy look different when it comes to you from a fan. Nah,
me and Melly just don't talk about certain shit that go on, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes on the air. That's all. So people be wondering, but nah, we good.
Yo, DGR, that completes our interview, bro. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for keeping your commitment, and thank you for blessing my platform, bro. It's been a pleasure. This was fire, yo. I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt. Salute. You know what it is, man.
That's a fact,
renegade squad, man. It's only 5 of us, and it's always gonna be 5 of us. Salute.
That's a whole fact. Salute, DGR. Yo, salute to DGR. Salute to the Renegade Squad. Thank you all for supporting the show. I appreciate it. Thank you for the mods for keeping DGR clean and allowing me to run a good show. Thank y'all. I got some more interviews on the way. We're supposed to have Haas tomorrow, but we're gonna push that back. I got an interview with Soul B coming. I also got an interview with I Smoke Hip Hop, as well as Hocus 4/5. But yeah, that was a treat. That was a pleasure. I really appreciate that. So yo, I'm gonna play a couple of DGR's tracks on the way out. Everybody go in peace. And we definitely gonna see each other around. Look out for some more content. Salute to the motherfucking chat. Easy.
Welcome to the fucking kitchen, nigga. I'm the chef. Serving you. Your host. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, halves, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I'm your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, hash, quarters, and whole delivery. Get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I am the host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah, no sleep. Promethazine, codeine, filling my cup, no stress. Patiently waiting to blow, believe in the process. Can't be a nigga with no check. Give me some money, get more next. Stay in condition when summertime come around. Drop a couple $100,000, the minds me both flex. Stay at these folks next, I'ma go for the Pope next. More money, more problems, more sex. On period like Kotex. Now I'm just living my vision. Started from the bottom, now nigga win it. Look how we did it. Yeah, more dedicated, more devoted. The niggas got 100 million ways to get it. I ain't been broke in a minute. Posting you stupid pigeon. Wishing the bird man, I be making a fly. On the slider on my way to the top. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, hams, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I am your host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen. We got them chickens, hash, quarters, and hoes. Delivery, get your order to go. All our products from the border and coast. We got the shit that you put in your lungs, your arm, and your nose, and I am the host. Welcome to the kitchen. Yeah. Look, I'm flies.
When fuckers say we hump too much, so they ran to other sectors and thought them dudes to trust. I don't know what they thought, them niggas want fuck just like us. I'm from where the people's inevitable, summertime's unforgettable, and cola got them buddy snacks in abundance, that's true. My word is everything, so everything I say I do, I did. You talk about it, but you ain't living. You from where they play cards and argue all day about who's the best side, the light, dark, or ours. Stupid. While you play spades, your bitches in the next room screaming out renegades. You fucking crazy. All these blatant ass I'm from the dark side where other guys don't come too much, and girls from the sector when fuckers say we hump too much, so they ran to other sectors and thought them dudes to trust. I don't know what they thought, them niggas want fuck just like us. I'm from where the people's inevitable, summertime's unforgettable, and cola got them buddy snacks in abundance, that's true. My word is everything, so everything I say I do, I do.